Hey guys, welcome back to TBM Sports. I'm Mark. Thank you all for tuning in. And after the conclusion of what seemingly looks to be one game left for the football world, we are going to be back in basketball in full gear. I'm going to give you guys my three best bets for tonight's card as we kick off the Thursday, January 30th slate. Within the college basketball arena. I'll give you guys three bets that I do find value in, three bets that I'll be making. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We have a huge slate that we are going to dive into, but in this video, we're going to go over the three picks in games that I am keying in on. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, totally free to do so. Also, be sure to give me a follow on X at the Bettor Mark, and let's get right into it, okay? And to do this, we are going to look into Outlier. For those of you that do not use Outlier, make sure you all are adding that to your betting tool belt. This is a tool that I find a lot of value in. I do not overpay for numbers, and to find the best trends out there in the market, this is something that I definitely lean on, quite frankly, a lot, especially within college basketball. So let's get into it. Let's try to keep this streak going, and this is one where, yes, the videos will be coming out daily for college basketball, so make sure you have that notification bell turned on, okay? So let's get it. We do have a couple marquee matchups. We can look into the Big Ten, Ohio State taking on the Nittany Lions. I'm not really a fan of a lot of these bigger games. In college basketball, I look for edges within betting split differentials as well as just lopsided lines that I find an edge in, and that's kind of my approach, okay? So for those of you out there and you just want to bet something to watch, I will tell you guys that I make a lot of my money betting on college basketball in games that you really have to look for pretty hard to find on TV. So ESPN Plus, a great avenue to do so. And a lot of these games, quite frankly, I don't even watch because it's just a play on the numbers, and that's kind of how I go about my day-to-day business within college basketball, okay? So let's get down this odds board, and we're going to look into that first game, Coastal Carolina taking on James Madison. Now, this is a game where if we look into kind of why I like this game, okay, Coastal Carolina right now are 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games on the road. Right now, James Madison is a minus 12.5 point favorite at a price of minus 108. That's the best number available. If we look at the head-to-head matchups, okay, between these two clubs, you can see right now that the Coastal Carolina squad back in 2024, they ended up splitting this, okay? James Madison won in February very convincingly, 105-67. This is one where I do see that this game was a very lopsided favorite as we look at 14.5, 18.5 point numbers. And that's something where as we look at this right now, guys, at a 12 point number where you can find that out there in the market. If we look for a 12, you can find it on DraftKings. Okay, minus 115, James Madison minus 12. That is my best bet for this contest. I just think that this is something where James Madison gets this done by ease. I think there's a lot of margin in this game, and it's something as we couple that with the fact that Coastal is 0-5 ATS in their last 5 road games, I find a very strong edge within taking James Madison here minus 12 as one of my best bets, okay? Next, I do want to go down the board a little bit. We're going to hit the West Coast pretty hard on this slate, okay? And the next game that we have keyed in on, it'll be down in the Carolinas as we look at North Carolina Wilmington and the North Carolina A&T Aggies. Now, why I'm betting this game, this is quite frankly a play on the numbers as well, and we want to talk about this a little bit in depth. This is something as we look at the North Carolina A&T Aggies, 4-18 on the season, facing UNC Wilmington as they travel on the road, 6-2 in conference, 16-5 overall. This is a lopsided affair. I think the number is way too low. This is something where I thought this would be where North Carolina Wilmington would be double-digit favorites. They've covered a excessive amount of games, winning by double digits or more. This is something where we look into kind of North Carolina A&T. They are a horrible, horrible team in terms of scoring margin. So I do think that this is something as we look at the Aggies, 0-8, getting blown out in those 8 losses. They allow a horrible, horrible clip on defense. So North Carolina Wilmington's, they're going to be able to get theirs. I think they score a lot of points in this game, going against potentially the worst team in the CAA, and that's kind of where we look at this being an absolute blowout. So I'm going to go with the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks in this spot. We're going to be taking them right here, minus 9.5 on DraftKings. That is the best number available. So backing North Carolina Wilmington to get it done by double digits or more, okay? That'll be my second best bet, and then we will travel down the board a little bit more so right now. Let's find that third winner out there in the market, okay? I'm trying to find some other games to talk about that, maybe more of a marquee spot. That way we can kind of give some leans on that. But quite frankly, outside of Illinois, maybe leaning with the Illini here. The number has rose a lot, -4.5. I'm not going to lay that. If you could have found it when it was below 3 points, that would have interested me, but I'm not going to chase a 4.5 out there, or even a flat 4 if you want to find it juiced up. That's not something that entertains me. Okay, Memphis -6.5, -6 if you want it. That's something that going against Tulane on the road, I could see that cashing. That would be a lean as well. But we're going to go down the board and settle on the Cal Poly Mustangs taking on the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunners, okay? So you're probably asking yourself, why do you like this game? Okay, well, Cal State Bakersfield -4. Let's look into kind of the analytics here. Okay, these are games where Cal State Bakersfield has won by double digits or more, winning by 12 points in two respective competitions in 2024. Cal Poly Mustangs, they are 0-8 in their last 8 games as an underdog. So, yes, I do like Cal State Bakersfield, and I will lay the 4 points here in this spot. I think that, quite frankly, if we look at kind of the outside of the money line and you want to actually talk about kind of where we're at within the spread, you can find it right now juiced up -4. That's going to be my best bet. We can look at the betting splits. It does lie in favor of Cal State Bakersfield. Also, a little bit of a shade towards the over as you look at that betting split. 45% of the handle is on the over, despite only 27% of the betting. So that's kind of where I'm going to be at. I do like Cal State Bakersfield at home. I think they win this one potentially by double digits. Probably my favorite play of the evening, to be honest. 9:30 tip-off here on the East Coast as we look at this West Coast affair where I'm going to be taking the Roadrunners here, laying the 4 points at home, okay? So that'll about wrap it up. I do want to share with you guys kind of some other games out there in the market. Oregon, UCLA, that one does kind of interest me. Seattle, Grand Canyon, that's a favorable matchup usually, but I'm not going to play those games. Those are my 3 bets for this evening. I appreciate you guys all tuning in and watching. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's cash some tickets with the 3 winners here on this Thursday slate in the college basketball arena. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys all tomorrow with another video as we get into the best bets into the weekend, Friday, and we will have a Super Bowl breakdown very shortly on the channel. Waiting for some of the numbers to settle and then dive through all the numerous props and those propositions, as we all love in the Super Bowl, can be very profitable. So we'll get it. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on so you don't miss my videos. But those are my 3 winners in college basketball for tonight. Good luck out there. Let's cash some tickets, and we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.